We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 29, Wentz. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Switch.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. On first, they go right back to Howard. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Kill. Turn up. Sunday.
From the 29, Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Go. Watch twitch. Kill. Check 3. Pilot, 64, weak. They kill him. They 4-2 kill him.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey, watch it, watch it. Hey, empty.
This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
Alert 3. Shorty.
On 3rd and goal, Howard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Geis. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, here's Love. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Echo. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, come on, no.
From the 40 now on second down. Haskins. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On second down, it's Howard. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Here we go. Ram. 280. Safe.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz flush to his right. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 120. That's Sunday. We're good. Let's see.
On 1st down, Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. He's got daylight. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return as they are now on the board here in the first half. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Set,
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
To throw on third down, Haskins. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Wentz going to try and throw on third. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing just about on his own goal line. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of it?
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Brashad Perriman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown, they'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 31, Haskins. He's going to float this one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Washington. 45 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Show an eight. Show an eight. Check 9. Check.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Nice, sweetheart. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
And the blitz does come. And it's caught. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. We up. We own them. Check 52. Switch.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jordan Reed, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
57, Mike 57. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. 57's the Mike, watch 57.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll let this thing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go. That's it. What's right? Mike's 57, 57's Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Haskins on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On second down, Love. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Under 10, 10.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. On third down, Haskins. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And they work this out past the 25. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They run with Howard. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
On the give, running right is Howard. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start the drive with Love here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Hey, watch the lane. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Tackles. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got him.
Throwing on second down. Haskins. Steps away to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Barnett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14.
Check 53's Mike. Watch twist.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go with Howard again. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Wentz going to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
Let's go, boys.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go. The mic. With the flag. 53 is the mic.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Orbit. Number 53. Mike 53. No.
Game on this defense, no game.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Bang, bang, bang.
Haskins going to try to throw it. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Get that quarterback.
Slam, slam, slam. Check.
It'll be Love to try and get the 1st. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
All day, baby, all day.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll run again with Love on 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Washington, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.